Hello everyone. In this problem, there is a family with two traits. The first trait is determined by gene A, and capital A allele is dominant over lowercase a allele. The second trait is controlled by two genes, B and D. The number of capital B and Ds determines the phenotype, so we can think of gradients like skin color for the second trait. The table shows the expression of the two traits. Father does not have the first trait. Only child number 3 has the first trait. The number of capital B and Ds is the same in father and child number 3. And all the other members in the family have the different number of capital B and Ds. The diagram shows the location of the genes on the chromosome. Gene A and B are linked. They are on the same chromosome. Gene D is on the separate chromosome. And these two chromosomes are somatic. So we don't have to think of the sex chromosomes. So I'm going to assume that all children are girls. And we don't talk about a crossover in this problem. That means if two genes are on the same chromosome, they are always inherited together. This statement says that the number of capital D is the same in mother and child number 2. The last statement says that there is a mutation in gene A in father's sperm, and the sperm with the mutation is fertilized with normal egg, and child number 3 was born. With this information, we want to find the correct statement among 3 in the box below. So let's start with the assumption that the first statement is true. This means the recessive A allele is mutated to dominant A allele. In such case, child number 3 must have the first trait because he has the dominant allele. And that's really the case in the table. And because only child number 3 has the first trait, the diagram belongs to child number 3. So let's state the genotype of child number 3 in the pedigree. Because child number 3 has 2 capital Ds, father and mother must have at least 1 capital D. And child number 2 has the same number of capital D with her mother. So child number 2 must have capital D. And this dominant A allele comes from mutation. Without the mutation, child number 3 should be homozygous recessive. That means father and mother must have at least one recessive A allele. And a father does not have the first trait, so he is a recessive homozygous. And for child number 1 and 2 are both homozygous recessive because they don't have the first trait. And the number of capital B and D's in father is also 3 because child number 3 has 3 capital B and D's. That means father has at least one capital B, and he will have additional capital B or D. In such case, he needs to inherit at least one capital B or D to each child. So it's not possible for child number 1 to have zero number of capital B or D. That means the remaining number of capital B and D's is 1, 2, and 4 because 3 is already designated. And if mother has 4 number of capital B and D's, that is too much. If father has 3 capital B and D's and mother has 4 capital B and D's, it's not possible for child number 1 or 2 to have only 1 or 2 capital B and D's. That means mother does not have 4 capital B and D's. So let's make the second assumption that child number 1 has 4 capital B and D's. In this case, mother must have the chromosome with recessive A allele and capital B. And now mother has 2 capital B and D's, and that's the maximum number. So the remaining alleles should be all lowercase. And child number 2 has 1 capital D, and that's the maximum number. So for the remaining alleles, child number 2 must have all lowercases. This means father must have the chromosome with recessive A allele and lowercase b, and because father must have 3 capital B and D's, father is homozygous for capital D. And these genotypes satisfy the conditions from the problem, so we can choose the statements with this pedigree. So if the first statement is right, that means first trait is dominant. It's not recessive. So the second statement is not right. And mother does not have a capital A. So the third statement is also not correct. That means only the first statement is right. So the first choice is the answer. That's it for this video, and thanks for watching.